What's up, y'all? This is SYN-Q. It's been a long time. Today, I'm presenting you with SYN-Q's effective numbers theory. The term effective numbers comes from the United Independent Compensatory Code textbook workbook by Neely Fuller Jr. It represents the amount of non-white people that it would take to start the process of eliminating the system of white supremacy. I want to detail it to specific areas on the planet that are inhabited by enough non-white people that I suspect it would take to get the job done. I suspect that 8 million black people within the so-called United States is what it would take to start the process of eliminating the system of white supremacy. I made this determination by using the 80-20 rule, which is an economic principle that basically says that 20% of a whole is responsible for the results of the remaining 80% of that same whole. There are approximately 40 million black people in the so-called United States. 40 million times 0.20 equals 8 million. Therefore, 20% of 40 million is 8 million. That is my target market in the so-called USA. So-called Canada has 800,000, so my target market for it would be 160,000 black people there. My second objective is to rally up 8 million black people, but my ultimate objective is to replace racism, white supremacy with justice. The advantage that we have is that the majority of the so-called countries on this planet are filled with victims of racism, white supremacy, who speak the English language. I will detail the effective number for each area where there are English speakers. These places should be hit with counter-racist information first. This is a message to all of you who have started to think, speak, and or act in counter-racism and justice production and the production of justice studies. I've listed these so-called countries in alphabetical order. The reason why I say so-called countries is because they are really just like the concept of race, social constructions. In other words, the racist white supremacists are the inventors of borders and countries. They are the ones who invented those terms, just like they invented the term of race. The white supremacists have divided it up, and by dividing it up with borders and naming those different areas, even though it makes it easier for them to manage and maintain the system, at the same time, it keeps up a lot of confusion and division. So I say so-called because these places, they only exist because we believe that they exist. That's it. And when we only believe that they exist because the racist white supremacists have convinced us to believe that they exist. So the first country is Antigua. There's 2,776 people, non-white people of their population is the effective number of non-white people that it would need to replace white supremacy with justice in Antigua. Antigua and Barbuda, 16,201 English-speaking non-white people are deemed to be the effective number that could establish, that can promote, establish, maintain a system of justice in Antigua and Barbuda. They will replace white supremacy with justice. That's the effective number. The effective number in the Bahamas is 53,751. The effective number in Barbados is 53,518. All of these are English-speaking people that those of you who are already in the counter-racist movement need to be focusing on. If we can get someone to send a code book to any one of those places, or just go there and meet some people and get them started in practicing the code, this is the direction that we're headed in. Belize, 65,544. English-speaking, non-white people, black people. Bermuda, 7,599. Botswana, 419,604. British Virgin Islands, 6,230. Cameroon, 4,025,976 people. Cayman Islands, 10,512. Canada, 160,000. Dominica, 12,724. Eritrea, 1,217,299. Ethiopia, 18,763,198. Fiji, 101,466. Gambia, 368,090. Ghana, 5,048,400. Grenada, 17,879. Guyana, 44,515. Israel, 91,089. Jamaica's 525,832. Kenya, 8,602,668. Lesotho, 386,099. Liberia, 777,577. Madagascar, 4,517,103. Malawi, 3,264,609. Mauritius, 262,619. Montserrat, 1,033. Namibia, 381,186. Nigeria, 34,024,748. Puerto Rico, 55,985. Rwanda, 2,337,939. Saint Bartholomew, 1,466. Saint Helena, Ascension, and Tristan da Cunha, 773. Saint Kitts and Nevis, 10,145. Saint Lucia, 26,922. Saint Martin, 6,192. Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, 13,667. Sierra Leone, 1,097,200. Saint Martin, spelled different here, 7,486. Somalia, 2,017,128. South Africa, 7,712,047. South Sudan, 2,125,035. Sudan, 6,841,342. Suriname, 45,933. Swaziland, 269,061. Tanzania, 8,633,156. Trinidad and Tobago, 93,205. Turks and Caicos Islands, 8,155. Uganda, 7,174,651. The UK, 255,188. USA, and a more accurate number is 8,160,034. Vanuatu, 45,515. Virgin Islands, 16,655. Zambia, 2,833,274. Zimbabwe, 2,473,442. These are all the answers to 20% of the non-white population of each country. Specifically, the black people of each of those so-called countries. How did I calculate it? The same way I calculated the number for the United States, which is I took the number for the total population of black people in that country, and I multiplied that number by 20%. And that's how I got the answer for each one. So get to work, y'all. Start working on trying to produce, or trying to get that many people in each country to become a part of the effective number that we need to replace racism, white supremacy with justice. This is SYN-Q. Stay strong in your struggle to replace white supremacy with justice.